Hello, fourth dimension followers, welcome. It's Maria. Let me Sherpa for this read. Thanks for joining me. Whew, what a week. Made it through. Not quite over the retrograde hump, but we are making it through. I want to thank everybody for your likes, your subscribes. Super grateful, sitting in a spot of gratitude. I just finished up this weird reading of the retrograde, when your person doesn't show up. What are they thinking? So if you catch that, if you're waiting and anticipating for this long drawn out discussion that you just don't think is going to come back, that's all right. That's okay. We're all at different places. I'm going to encourage you to go watch that video. It's about 15 minutes, maybe 20. I am reading for Pisces. Pisces, forgive me, this is the week. Next week. It's next week. I'm having my glasses on to give you specific dates. The energy surrounding this is the 21st through the 27th of April. Today is 4/20 in Denver, the day that we legalized marijuana. If you're a big pot smoker, I guarantee you there is nothing happening in Denver today other than Taco Bell and Cheetos. That is what's happening in the world today in Denver. Let's see. It is April. What did I say? I'm going to write this down. So we have a full moon, a new moon. Well, actually, it's a full moon on the 23rd. And we're going to carry it out through the rest of the week. I just want to see how long this energy is going to go. 21st to 27th. I got that wrong. The 23rd on a Tuesday, full moon on Tuesday. I think that residual is going to last probably right up until the 1st of May. Yay. Yay us. Yay us. Can't wait. So Pisces. It's for Pisces. I'm not sure if I said Aries. Maybe you're going to run into an Aries. This is for Pisces. I'm not going to do what's the tea, spill the deck, that sort of thing. I'm not going to do that today. I just want to pull out some cards, get to it. Tell me about the energy of Pisces next week. I know I have this weird shuffle, but I at least then get them all in the upright. If I end up, when I clarify, pulling, or even when I pull the cards and I end up with one in reverse, it's intentional, y'all. Super intentional. So Pisces, you're currently in a situation. I almost get, this might be a work, and you dealing, I'm going to do a weird one. I'm getting two vibes off this. You have a work situation and a lover situation. You have a tower right at the forefront. Well, that's a lie. It's in the much recent past, but I just pulled the card and it's the sun. So if you're watching this tomorrow, which is Sunday, right? Yeah. And you're anticipating, what do I look forward to in the beginning of the week? Whew, this energy would be yesterday or today. You have the sun. So let me kind of give you the vibe. I'm not going to pull a third. No, I'm not. I do want to do this though. You're exhibiting the sense of lots of challenges, right? These are challenges. This challenges is you're sitting in a state of pondering decisions you have to make. That's all this. Should I stay? Should I go? Whether it be a job or a relationship, that's what this is. The residual effects, if you choose to do both or either, if I stay, this is what's going to occur. If I go, this is what's going to occur. Like, you have a lot of opportunities, but it's also a lot of challenges. This is putting it in your head, and you don't have all the intel. You have a lot of questions. Several of you are interviewing for new positions. Several out of state, several in state. Some are remote. Some are now going from a remote to in office. It's almost like a come up. So several, if you even have Pisces anywhere in your chart, even if you don't have Pisces in your chart, you found me, this message might be for you. I'm a firm believer of that. There are no consequences, or not, there's a lot of consequences, but no coincidences if you're elevated and you're awake, you look at everything that happens as purposeful, right? Even if it's unplanned. So if you found me, there might be a message here for you. Whoever I'm reading for, you're in a situation where you have a lot of opportunities and challenges, and it's like overwhelmed with the gifts because I don't know what I'm going to do with if I make this choice, then this will occur as a byproduct of making this choice. That's a lot of this vibe. Could be a relationship, could be a situationship, it could be marriage. It could, like, should I marry him? Should I not marry him? I heard that. Sitting on the fence about some of this stuff. jobs, and these are big changes. These are like Two of Wands, swords, sorts of thing. That's this card, Two of Swords. So I don't have all the information, and you're sitting in a state of, I don't know, it's almost like the Hermit, which is good. That's a really good, deep, introspective work where you're looking at all the whole picture, not just that, you know, a lot of people just make impulsive decisions because they don't take the time to evaluate the repercussions of if I say yes, if I say yes to the job, if I say yes to the promotion, if I say yes to the ring or the dress or the whatever, this is the repercussion. I have the Sun and the Tower. So something happy is going to come in and change your life, or it just did. You just got this news. You just were offered this thing, this job, this promotion, this opportunity, this offer. It's a life changer. I'm like, should I put the house up for sale? Where are the kids going to go to school? How will this affect my visitation? Serious. This is like, this is huge. In the center of your spread, like all these decisions, center of your spread, whoever I'm reading for, and I think it is a Pisces, or Pisces is in your chart. This is in regards to a relationship, and you know there's toxicity and red flags. It's I wouldn't even say codependency. It's like, you know, there's situations with this person or this commitment that you can't change and you have to accept them, but you also know you love this person tremendously. And so it's like throwing a wrench in the plans. That's the best way to put it. It's throwing a wrench in the plans. And this wrench isn't necessarily wrong or bad. It's more like change. And that's what the Tower is. And that's what you had, is the Tower. It's change. Happy change, opportunity change, not planned. Nuh-uh, this was not in your timeline, in your mind. You had it all figured out, and then all of a sudden you meet this person and it's set on its ear. Holy moly. So, two things happen, in my opinion. And I'm getting this for several of you off these two cards. Not the whole host. So don't just take this for those that make sense. But what I'm going to say, if it doesn't make sense, don't make it make sense. It'll piss you off and you'll email me, and you don't need to do that if it doesn't fit in your time. If it doesn't make sense, ignore what I'm going to say. Half of you tripped over a third party in your relationship. You are leaving, and as a result, you did act impulsively, and that's why I said it out loud just a minute ago. I just got that. Many of you found out about a third party and you're like, I am the hell out of here. You packed your shit and you are looking for another job. You're looking for another career. This is forcing you to evaluate your entire world. The happy card is more of a shattering. It's not necessarily as making you happy, but I think this Tower is going to ultimately bring you happiness. I don't know what initially occurred with the Tower because I haven't clarified yet. But you have stress and you have worry. If this was a previous relationship and it's now healing and there's restoration, then you're getting an opportunity to go back and restore it, whether it's a new job or new move. So again, lots of energy. I'm just reading. I'm reading for a lot of Pisces. So Pisces, God help y'all. The week of the word is change, and I might make that the title. Regardless if it's a relationship or a job or both, or a third party that you're restoring, or you're coming to fruition, either closing it or restoration and getting back in this relationship with that person. There's lots to be unpacked here. Ugh. But the center spread is that's what you're doing. You're looking at it. This Devil card is tied to your lover, and you're very aware that this is at best I think you're stuck. I love this person, but I can't overlook this. So what do I do? This is putting you in a sense of dread, of anxiety, of remorse, but that's anxiety. That's complete sheer anxiety. This is also over the party that's coming back and clarifying. And I think if there was a retrograde that ever I've never been in a sense of a whirlwind of anxiety and stress and remorse and shame and guilt and sadness and grief than this one. This is heightened energy to the ceiling. It's insane. It's intense. So the vibe that I'm getting off this is your person, if they are coming back to restore the relationship with you based on the break of it, and they were the major problem, their behavior was the problem in the breaking of the relationship, and they're coming back, just know this is where they're sitting in a bunch of anxiety, fear that they cannot create a rebirth out of this death. This is a rebirth. And that's why they're sitting in anxiety. They're up in their head. They're up in their head. And I get the sense, okay, so I'm a visual person. So I see in my head somebody on a conversation on a telephone, long distance from another party. And the person, they're trying to restore this relationship. Great love. The lover never went away, but the person that they're talking to and they're making amends to, and they're saying, I'm reading for somebody who's elevated. I don't know how else to say it. I'm just going to keep it real. You've done some work. This fucking thing killed you nearly, and you have done so much work to try to elevate and restore your sense of self. You were like, Maria, you won't believe the shit I've been through. Like, I've had spell work done on me. I've been sabotaged. My finances been messed with me. I've been lied about. I've had gossip thrown my way. I could write a book. It's all I keep hearing. I could write a book. And so this person who you actually cared a lot about, you had a long distance relationship with, is trying to get you to move there or them to come to live with you. I don't think originally they're going to say, I want to live with you, but that's kind of the vibe I get, is they want to have restoration, but there's a strategy here that they're going to end up in your home. They're going to end up in your home. This is creating anxiety. They're in a financial pinch, I believe. If they leave their current situation, whether it be their job, their boo, bae, whatever, they're feeling they're sabotaging their future and they don't know what to do. They love you, but they're in a situation they can't leave. The fear of lack of rebirth. They want a rebirth. They're afraid they can't. They're sitting in a space of anxiety and they can't make a decision. Or this could be you. I'm not sure. I just read energy. So one of you, both of you maybe, are struggling with that. So, yeah, I want my other deck. Where is it? Awesome. I love this deck. It's very clear. I also want to go through what this person's thinking. So Spirit, tell me, this is Island Time Wellness. I love this. It's so silly. I'm going to see what they're dealing with. And I don't think it matters if it's upside down, right side up, because it's just words on the card. So I'm just to make sure I'm getting this right. And Pisces, you're my guinea pig for this style of reading. So you're going to have to let me know if you like it, if it makes sense, if this is better, if you want me to go back to Spill the Tea or the Love Oracle cards. I'm going to put these back in my shuffle. So change is amiss. Change is afoot. You're dealing with change. And of course you are, because we are closing out the cycle, right? The retrograde is forcing us. And I just said it to somebody today, because I think retrograde, everybody believes that the retrograde will bring somebody back. All the retrograde is as energy. Okay, so if you can imagine, we are on the 3D. What we see is what we experience, right? Right? So imagine you're standing on the sand of an ocean, and the largest wave I think you've ever seen is coming at you, and you're on the shore, okay? And you know how the wave just crashes in, and then you have the undertow? That's the retrograde. So the undertow is, imagine all this energy creating this whirlwind right under the surface, and it's bringing up and pulling back to the ocean things that don't serve you anymore and bringing forward all the stuff that's unhealed. So if I could just paint a picture of a cosmic size tidal wave stirring up all that shit that we neatly evaded or stuck in the closet or under the rug or avoided, you know, he's an asshole, I'm a saint, he did me wrong, he cheated on me, she lied, she did this, he did that, and we neatly put this in a pile, packed it up, and put it away. That's the feeling I'm getting for the majority of people in retrograde, is I don't want to deal with that asshole, and that's fair. That's fair. However, when I go back, the energy doesn't change. So you can deal with it now, or you can deal with it alone, but wouldn't it be nice if you could just say goodbye if you don't want this person back, and saying, I've forgiven you, can you forgive me? We're good. If I see you on the street, I'll be like across the street from you. I'll be like, and genuinely without animosity, because I've forgiven you, and we move forward. and you elevate as a result. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Maybe not, this isn't the space to have this conversation, but this is the vibe I get, is if this person, whoever I'm reading for, you can forgive this human, you may have a holy chance in hell to pull this out from the undertow. Handful of you are like, nix it, I'm only moving forward. And that's fair, you can move forward, but can you move forward with the sense of forgiveness, whether or not you're with this person? And can you do it with learning what you need to learn? And take this person with you, that's up to you. If they elevate, yeah, that's up to you. I mean, if they have. That's a lot to unpack, but I wanted to give you a visual of kind of the energy vibe I'm getting off the tidal wave of retrograde coming through. Because it's hard to understand, but on an energetic level, you got to let go of this stuff because you're going up to another, you're going to the penthouse. There ain't no, you got to choose the luggage you want to take with you and let go of the stuff that isn't serving you, right? That's what this whole thing's about. And if this lover situation, relationship is worth investing and moving for, or accepting somebody in your home for a long distance, I mean, they're not moving down the street, they're moving into your home. That's the vibe I get. It's change, immediate change. Yes, I think it's going to make you happy. But yes, you're not stupid and you know exactly what you got to deal with. And you're sitting in a space of, oh my God. All right, here we go. And like I said, please forgive me. You are my guinea pigs. This is the first time I've done this. So let's see. Wedding rings. Woo. So maybe somebody's even asked you to marry them, or you've asked them. Somebody's taken off their mask and they're going to rise like a phoenix. This is historically a runner. And they're going to make a call. So this is somebody I think you actually were engaged to. Or you were talking about marriage at some point. This was somebody that made you go in your heart and in your head. And you're not, I don't believe you two are together right now. But I think if you were to be together, this is a union that will end up in marriage, Pisces. This is an eternal love. This mask, historically, this person was a gaslighter, ran from you and didn't tell you their true feelings, and now they are. It makes you very, very happy. Yeah. Okay. I can't believe before, this is just validation. I love tarot, man. Thank you for my gifts, tribe. I have the Lovers and the Devil, right? That's where we started off. Well, now we have a little bit more information. The feeling I had when I pulled this is the Devil didn't freak me out. When I pulled the Devil and the Lovers, I feel like you already know the red flags. You already know what you're walking into. They've shown you through their action when they ghosted you and walked out. Swear to God, I just heard that. When they said they didn't give you closure and it just impaled you. This took you months to get over without any help. Nobody came in to rescue you from this pain at all. You were in this blindly, not knowing why it broke apart, but it did. And you got some of the information, but they just abandoned you. Guess what? As you get this phone call and as they discuss, they're going to take their mask off and they are looking for a better choice of themselves. They're trying to elevate and they're looking for historically their solution was out here, whether it's smoking weed, and I kind of laugh when I did the 420, but that might actually play a little bit in this reading. This person is choosing a better lifestyle. They are beginning to understand their choices, their best decisions got them in the space they are today. Their best strategy, their best thinking put them in a position of help. And their help may not be a bottom as addiction, but it might have flares to that. They might have a sense of being out of control or acting wild. I get a lot of acting. I get wild woman. I get a woman acting crazy when she drinks. Not that I can relate to that at all. But yeah. But I do get the sense that this Phoenix is rising. So this person is spending time and they are working on themselves and they are stuck. I see treatment centers all over the place. And again, not treat, it could be a treatment, but it could be, I'm seeking therapy. Like when I get a snapshot or a picture or something, it means that somebody's bettering themselves. It doesn't mean the physical building of a treatment center, although it could be. They could be going online, they could be doing classes, they could be going to a 12-step program, they could be talking to somebody, seeking therapy, spiritual enlightenment, started going back to church, a number of things. They're working on themselves because their best thinking got them here. And they've been talking to you, or at least they're going to, if they haven't yet, about this. And you're going to say, I love this person. This is a divine, this is almost like twin flame. I'm not even kidding. Yes, you know about the red flags. And you're sitting going, I see them make these changes. So it isn't my opinion and this isn't their opinion. This is an absolute change of behavior. Okay, now, they want a rebirth and they're up in their head. Pisces, okay? This person and historically, has leaned too hard. So this is the bitch of it. And I'm just gonna say there seems to be some form of an addiction tied to this human being. That could be, I'm just putting it in reality. 1 out of 4 people watching this struggle with addiction. That's the numbers right now in America, 1 out of 4. Think about it in your own family. Think about it in your friends. There's always that one who has too much when you go out and act a little fool, acting like a fool. Acting a fool, yes. That would have been me in those 4. I would have taken up actually 2 spaces for both of us in the party of 8. I'd have been 2. Okay, you get that idea. A little out of control at times. So this person is creating anxiety, a lot of anxiety, sitting in their head saying, how am I going to have this rebirth? They're not going to trust me. But the reality is, I think maybe they've been doing some inner work and checking on themselves. And they're like, I have a pattern of running away, the runner running away. So they're kind of in a cyclical pattern. So here we go. Try this on for size. I fall in love. I overcommit, I overgive, but yet I'm completely dependent on somebody else for my happiness. And when they fail me, if you don't believe me, rewind me 5 minutes ago because I just said it, I depend on everything around me to fix me. 420, chemical, shopping, gambling, food. I mean, just fill in the blank. I'm reaching out here to fulfill me and nobody fulfills me because it's an inside job and we haven't worked on ourselves, but we're not going to say that I'm the problem and the solution's also in me. I can't get there. So I'm going to focus on you being the problem and now I'm going to run away from you. And just to top it off, I'm super vulnerable and guarded. So I'm codependent, talk about this. This is like this card. When I even said, I think this is getting beyond codependency. This person is killing themselves in a good way, actually, and now in a positive way. They're coming to light with how their fear of intimacy sabotages their relationship and their commitments because they connect with somebody on such a deep level and they've never had like unconditional love. They've never experienced that, even from a parent. Everything had conditions or performance or quid pro quo. I always hear, and the only way that you know what I'm talking about as a child of a alcoholic or abusive parent or just non-emotionally capable of loving you in the way that you needed it, you'll know because there was also conditions on not participating of the fear of removal of that love. You'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't resonate, perfect. You were raised in a somewhat healthy environment. Kudos. The rest of those individuals have a complete understanding. Trigger factor, sorry. That's your person. The person that ran away from you and consistently sabotages this relationship is pretty complex. But this runner is finally stopping from running and looking at their symptoms of why am I so afraid of commitment? What is my problem? What's wrong with me? And that's not a bad place to start, but it's more like trust and the facing the fear and owning the problem. Okay, so Pisces, here we go. I kind of like this reading. This is interesting. I like these cards. Kind of gives a different flair. They're sitting in a space of anxiety and they don't know if they should make the call to you about the love call. They're going to. It's going to be a text or a phone call. They're going to be thinking of you, letting you know. right there. And this is a decision they're going to make. I can't tell you what to do. There's a lot of folks that watch this. Thank you for that, by the way. But I do believe this person is genuinely healing. Like, the level of love is tremendous, and their intention is superbly spot on and real for you. So just trust that. They're not playing a game. They're not. That I can tell you. They have sat in the space of pain for a while. You've healed from this. I want to just applaud, however you want to do it. I want to applaud for you on a very loud speaker outside your door. You've done a tremendous amount of growth by yourself. I keep hearing that, you had to heal. Nobody was holding your hand through this. You walked through this pain, and it's taken you a lot. And so, Pisces, I just know that in the dead center part of your spread, I just want to show you this so you can see what I'm dealing with here. The dead center part of your spread is this devil energy. And this devil energy is kind of radiating out. So it's forcing you to look at these relationships and say, okay, this is a human I just would have married in a minute, and I love them, and they make me super, super happy, and they want to have a rebirth. But all of the center things are dependent upon this person getting help, this person working a program, this person being honest with me and themselves. And then you have anxiety all surrounding, right? All surrounding these cards. And they are going to rise. They are going to rise. And they are going to initiate this. You're going to know about this from this love call that's coming in. And this is in your near future this week. This is the energy I have for you, Pisces. Man, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is beneficial. I hope you find this interesting. I hope you consider subscribing, because that helps me grow and reach more and more Pisces and get the message out to a broader footprint. And if it does resonate, please let me know, and by leaving a positive comment or letting me know if you like the spread. That's super helpful. If you like a little bit more deets on a personal level, feel free to email me at fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com. We'll figure out a time. I do 30-minute, 45-minute, and an hour sessions. Pretty reasonable comparably to the other readers. Your time is just as valuable, so very professional. And if you can't make it for a reading, your life's too busy, I also do video recorded sessions, and I just email you a link. So if that's of interest to you, those go for $75 for a 30-minute session. If I go over, that's on me, and I tend to do that once in a while because I get to be your nosy reader. So I am going to clarify this for your week, because I think I got a pretty good intel about what you're dealing with, but I do want to spend, I almost forgot about doing this, I do want to spend a minute on these two cards on the death, the death and the devil, because I'm hoping there is a rebirth that isn't tied. So Spirit, tell me more about this Phoenix, the devil, and the death card. Holy moly. 5 of Swords. Yep, they don't want to argue anymore. 8 of Pentacles, they definitely want to invest. With the 4, where they historically have been self-centered and guarded, more so guarded than self-centered. I get the sense they were holding back. They weren't. It's just protection, self-preservation, right? But they do want to invest. They totally see you as investing worthy. I have Judgment. They're sitting in a spirit of judgment. I have Death in the reverse, so it is a rebirth, and they are coming out of that 8 of Swords, right? This vibe. They want to come out of this anxiety. So I'm clarifying that. Tell me more about this, about the runner, the Phoenix. Ooh. The Emperor, woo woo! So if you're dealing with this kind of energy, that gets me excited, I'm sorry. So an Emperor is somebody who takes control. They take control. When I see one of the kings, it's like one emotion, one thing is more prevalent. When I see the Emperor, they got their crap together. So for the person I'm reading, if you were the person I was reading about, I get the sense of several of you that are watching me have or are currently transforming and rising out of the ashes like a phoenix. Beautiful energy. I've done it. It sucks, and I love you, and it's going to be okay, and you're going to come out gorgeous, inside out, radiating gold. I am not even kidding. You will, everything you touch will turn into positivity, light, and gold. And you are the Emperor. That's this feeling. You are going to run the game, and you might be experiencing some fear, some animosity. This is a handful of you all. Like you walked through like 7 towers recently. Boom, boom, boom. Friends, you're dropping friends. You're closing out even family. You're walking away from jobs. People were holding back. I feel like there was a job that tried to game you and not pay you for your worth. Your like payroll issues, some like, God, attorneys, like seriously, garbage, bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that blunt, but created a lot of financial anxiety. And then to throw it on top of it, you have a third party situation and an ex and some crazy mama drama, all this garbage. You had to overcome. That's a handful of you all. I just want to hug you and say, I'm so sorry that you had to go through it, but I'm cheering you on from the nosebleed section. I mean, yeah, I'm super proud of you. Super, super proud of you. Let's keep going. Tell me about this late call phone call. Tell me about this late call phone call. Pisces. Even if you have Pisces in your chart, because you know it depends on where your placements are right now. All right. I got the Fool in reverse. Somebody's stuck, can't move forward, and it's the High Priestess. They're using their intuition. So this person, like I said, they might be the undercooked chicken. For several of you that aren't going through this as yourself, your partner, your ex-partner that has left, and you're waiting for a phone call, you're not waiting, I shouldn't say that. You're moving forward with your life, but if you happen to receive a phone call, they're not quite ready. They want a few more weeks or maybe even a month to get their feet under them, to get their bearings. I got it at the beginning of the read. I feel like they just want to have their transformation complete. It's 0. But they are restless, apathetic, inexperienced, hesitation. They feel like it's unwise, but the biggest feeling is they're indecisive. They haven't made a decision. It's that stuck. I can't make a decision to move forward. That's that late call. But they're going to wait, and they might, I'm sorry, but they might even have a couple of drinks to make that phone call. I don't feel like they're going to be calling you drunk. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's the Empress. Yeah, so now I have they're calling their Empress. I got the Emperor and the Empress. And I think this is what they're going to tell you. Pisces, I'm so excited for you. A little jealous, even with the Phoenix, even with all the nonsense, it's going to take you some strength. I get it. It just took me a second. I'm so sorry. This is when they call you. This is they're stuck, but they are going to call. This is use your intuition when they call you. And yeah, you're going to have to use it and use your strength to not just say, okay, I've forgiven you. You need to sit down and say, what time works well for you? Call me tomorrow and we'll chat. And leave it like seriously, if they want to come after you, they will. And you'll know if they changed. Turn your phone off at 9, people. Go to bed. Turn off the TV, say a prayer. It's just like, I can't even begin. The energy that's coming off, it's almost like chaotic. It's like that water. It's all cloudy because it's been kicked up. All right, last for Pisces. Yep, I got the bottom of the deck. I got my Knight of Wands, my playa, Saturday night. And they see you as a Queen of Cups. This is going to create a tower moment for you. Not in a bad way. We had that here already. So they want to put an end. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is what they're going to tell you. I can't make it up. I just love this. I love tarot. This is their spread. This is Pisces. This is what's happening this week. Right here. You just fast forward to the last seconds of this video. Aren't you glad you held on this long? This person, full up in their head and then anxiety. It was off your first spread right there. Okay. Create chaos. They want to stop this. This is your death card. They want to go back and put an end to the fighting, and they want to stop. And they know that you already put an end to this relationship. They want to come back and turn back this wheel. Nothing has changed for them other than, I think they also see, yeah, they also see that you're their son. They haven't had a good night's sleep. That's why I said it. They haven't slept well. They can dream about you. They can't get you out of their mind. You have elevated. I swear, that's who I'm talking to. You all, you lovely people, have done this work by yourself, maybe with me, but I wasn't living with you every day. I mean, seriously, you all have elevated and done some tremendous work. And now you're getting, the blessings are coming in. The promotions and new jobs, all of this. It just took me a minute to get there, but you're getting some, you'll know what I'm talking about. You have new opportunities and this person wants to come back. And you're going to have to use your intuition. You are. Because this essentially means same shit, different day, essentially, is no change. You're going to have to discern. This also means I want to jump on the wheel and do the same chapter again with you moving forward. I want to join you at the top of your wheel. Enjoy your blessings and all the things that you've worked, put all that energy in, and you've changed and you've elevated. And look at you. You're gorgeous inside and out. You radiate beauty and peace and serenity and gratitude and happiness and joy. Even though you don't feel like it, you do. Believe it or not, people recognize that change because you started doing some introspective work. The rest of these folks want to have that outcome that you have without really doing the work. Several. This is your week, Pisces. This is kind of deep, and I'm sorry that it is, but I am going to keep it real. I'm sorry I went on with that, and I'm sorry I took so long. Actually, I'm not really sorry. I'm really glad I took the minute to clarify those extra steps. If you have any intel you want to find this week next, feel free again to email me at fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com, and we'll schedule a personal reading. And again, before you leave, hit that subscription button if you wouldn't mind. That sure helps me grow my channel. Love and light until midweek, Pisces. Take care.